Hi there, my name is Kovu, and as you can probably tell by the title, I have some exciting news. There's a dog, hang on. Duffin, come, come. Hi. Hi, Duffin. Where was I? So, in my last video, I explained that I have been waiting for top surgery for years and years, and I was going to have to wait for it for another, like, 2.5 years because of a lot of reasons that I covered in that video. And I said that I had the opportunity to have it now privately, but I didn't have all of the funds needed for that. Now, thanks to your generous donations, I am able to have top surgery. And I actually went to my consultation last Friday, so that's a week ago at the time I'm filming this. And I'm having top surgery on Tuesday the 11th of August at 8 AM my time, which is very, very soon, and it all happened so quickly. 3-4 weeks ago, I didn't even know this was a thing. It wasn't on my mind. Like, I thought I just had to wait those 2.5 years. While I've already waited for a very, very long time. But now I'm getting top surgery, and the reason why it is happening so quickly now is because I have to have adequate recovery time before I go to university, because I'm moving to a different country. I'm moving to Wales from Norway to study at uni there, and I need to be somewhat recovered, because the plan was for my parents to help me move so they would come down with me, but because of the whole corona situation, I'll have to move on my own. So I want to be somewhat recovered before I move in. But anyway, I did ask you on Instagram if you had any questions, and you did. So I thought now, after announcing these news, I might as well have a little Q&A thing. So, top surgery Q&A. I don't know. First question, who's your surgeon? So I'm getting top surgery at Aviva Helse, which is a private clinic in Oslo, Norway. There's only one surgeon there as far as I'm aware, so that guy. Next question, how long did you think about it before top surgery? I've wanted top surgery since I was 13, so quite a while. I knew I wanted top surgery way before I even knew I wanted to start hormones, but I have sort of been seriously waiting since I first started my journey into medical transitioning in 2016. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question. Next question, are you scared? In all caps, I am nervous, which I think is fair considering the fact that I have never had surgery before, any type of surgery at all. I'm not scared of the surgery itself, because I really like watching surgery videos, and as you may or may not know, I also am into keeping bones and cleaning them and stuff, and my dog is actually quite appropriate that he's here right now. But as you may be able to see, his fur is quite long, but his tail is quite short, and that is because he had to amputate part of his tail last year, like a bit over half of his tail, I think, in length, and I was able to keep the tail. I rinsed it of all its meat and tissue, and I kept the bones. So I really am very fascinated by all things I don't know, I'm fascinated by things like that, as you may understand. I'm not squeamish at all. So preferably I'd like to be awake for the surgery, but pain-free, so that I can see what he was doing, because I am really, really fascinated by it, and I would also ask him a ton of questions, which would probably be annoying. but I am quite nervous for the anesthesia because I have never experienced that before. I've been mostly scared because I don't know much about anesthesia. All I've heard is like you put to sleep, and that doesn't really tell me much. And also obviously it's not sleep because you don't dream, you don't twitch, you just completely like dead. Because if you were dreaming and twitching and yawning and stuff, that would obviously disrupt or possibly disrupt what the surgeon is doing. So it's important that you like completely still. So to me it sort of felt like it was a bzzz thing, and then you just lying completely still, and that kind of freaked me out. Obviously not the bzzz, there's no electricity, but anyway, I have in the last few days, in the last like week, done so much research on anesthesia, how it works, what it does to your brain and your body, what sort of chemical soup is in it, as well as watching a ton of videos on So You Want to Be an Anesthesiologist. I think I pronounced that correctly. So I don't know everything about anesthesia, obviously, but I've learned more about it. I feel more familiar with it. I feel more comfortable with it. I'm confused. Is it chop chop, or do they stick a straw in and suck the boob out? Okay, that's not quite how it works. There's different sorts, different types of top surgery. So I'm going to try to explain this as simply and as quickly as possible. So with double incision, which is the one where you see they have two scars like under here, it is mostly chop chop. They chop off the breast, sew it shut where they chopped it off, and then they pop the nipple back on. So for peri, which is sort of the next type, you don't have so much tissue that you need double incision, but you still need some like resizing, reshaping. Some tissue needs to be cut off. So how they do that is they cut the areola off, and then they sort of resize it, as well as cut off some of the skin around it, and then they remove the breast tissue by sucking out the fat and like carving out the rest of the tissue with all the like glands and stuff like that, and then they pop the nipple back on, and then they sew it around that.
Which, for the record, tightens the skin a bit, because they've removed some of the skin around the areola, so when they sew it together it sort of pulls it in more and it becomes tighter, and there's not as much excess skin. Okay, back to the video.
For keyhole, which is the type with the least amount of scars, there's no reshaping to the areola or anything like that. So you need to have quite a normal sized areola, as well as a small chest with good skin elasticity. So it needs to be sort of perky, if that makes sense, and not, it can't like hang, because then even if you remove the tissue inside it, it will still sort of just be flappy and, you know, not tight. So for that, they make an incision at the bottom of your areola. And since people who are eligible for keyhole don't have much tissue, as far as my understanding goes, there's not really any sucking, but it's sort of like carving out the glandular tissue and removing it through that little incision. What type of top surgery are you getting? So I'm getting the last type, which I described, which is keyhole, which surprised me a bit. I knew I wasn't big enough to need double incision, but I thought I would at least get peri. But apparently my surgeon was like, nah, I'm trying keyhole on you, and I trust my surgeon. So yeah, the only thing I'm a bit worried about is nipple placement, because I feel like mine will be a bit far down. But I asked the surgeon about it, and he was like, no, that's completely normal for a male chest. And he also said if you look at male bodybuilders, their nipples are quite far down, right under their pectoral muscles, sort of pointing downwards. And I can live with him comparing me to, you know, bodybuilders and stuff, so I'm sure it will be fine. Are you nervous about it? Like, you will feel flat. Isn't that a weird feeling? I'm not nervous about feeling flat. And also I've talked to some of my friends who have already had top surgery, and they've all said like it immediately feels so natural. It feels like you've been flat your whole life. You get used to it so quickly. And I don't have a very big chest, so I just sort of, I don't know, it won't be that much of a difference, to be like, obviously it will be a difference, but if I was like a D cup, there would be a lot like here, right, that I would see constantly. So no, I'm not nervous about how it will feel to have a flat chest. I am really excited to not have to worry about that anymore. Can we be nipple buddies? From Jake, my friend Jake. Yes, we can. Will you be recording the process for YouTube? I don't know. I'm I'm gonna try to. I know I did that with my testosterone when I started that, but honestly, at that point in my life, it was much more important for me to record and document things. And obviously, you probably noticed that I'm not on YouTube as much anymore, because I don't really feel that need anymore, and I do a lot more in like my real life off the internet. It is a big milestone, and it is something I've waited for years, and something that I've talked about a lot on this channel that I have been waiting for. And I also think it would be nice for people who have followed me for a long time to see me go through that. It's sort of something I feel like we've been waiting for together. So I'll try. I might be a bit loopy after surgery, but it's fine. What is the first thing you're going to do after you have healed from top surgery? I think I'm going to go swimming, which I probably won't be able to swim until like October or something like that, but I'm probably going to do it anyway. Yeah, I just want to go swimming shirtless. Are there any pre-top surgery preparations you're required to do? Yes, I have to wash myself with this antibacterial soap the night before and the morning of my surgery. And I also have to take this anti-inflammatory thing, and then I have to take this other pill thing right after surgery, and then I got this other pill thing. But after my consultation, I just got this long paper that I just handed to the lady at the chemist's, and she just got everything for me. So, in addition to that, I was told to stay away from alcohol and nicotine 2 weeks before my surgery. Some surgeons have said 3 weeks, others have said 6 weeks. But I've just been following my surgeon's advice. I guess it's a bit individual there. I have to print out this paper which confirms my diagnosis of transsexualism from the university hospital. I have to not eat 8 hours prior to the surgery and not drink anything 2 hours prior. And then I have to take out all my piercings, but my surgeon said I could just take them out at the clinic the morning of and then pop them right in as soon as I'm awake from the anesthesia. So hopefully they won't close up. How was the consultation? Were you comfortable doing the things the surgeon asked? I was a bit nervous about the consultation because obviously I had to take my shirt off in front of a stranger, but he does work at a plastic surgery clinic. He's a plastic surgeon. So he's seen a lot of quote-unquote strange bodies before, so it was fine. I only had to have my shirt off for like a minute or so. He just had to have a look at my chest, but I did feel very comfortable with him. Like, he was a really cool, funny guy. I have a profound love for sort of old people who are hyper intelligent but also witty, and he was like that. So yeah, no, I felt comfortable with him. It was fine. Okay, I think that concludes the most like prevalent questions. So thank you so much to everyone who, first of all, donated. This would not have been possible without your support, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much. And thank you to anyone who has congratulated me. That also really means a lot. I do want to send everyone a personal thank you message back, but since I had so many who donated even just a little bit that they could, there's quite a lot of people to get through. So yeah, but here is anyway a big thank you to everyone, and I truly am so grateful. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, mostly on my Instagram, which is Kovu. So it's like this channel name but without the O in my surname. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any more questions, please leave them down below and I'll try to get to them. Stay safe and eat, drink, and do not hurt yourselves, and remember that you are so much more than you could ever realize. Seriously, I hope we're all having a brilliant weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. The next time I talk to you, I'll probably already have been through surgery, which is such a weird thought, but yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye! But before I go, Dolphin, say goodbye. Bye bye, people.